Edward Cornwallis has long been known as the foreign founder of Halifax, but what was he actually up to during his time here? Exactly that is what we're here to uncover and explain in today's video. Cornwallis was well known for founding Nova Scotia's biggest city, but what really was happening may be shocking to an average person from the outside looking in on the situation. At the time, these acts may have not been considered as terrible as they are now, but as we look back on the past, the inhumanity displayed by the settlers of Halifax during the 1700s becomes clear. The main issue with Cornwallis's behavior was the way he treated the land's native people, known as the Mi'kmaq. There were many racist actions towards these people, which in the end all come back to the orders of Cornwallis and his government at the time. In today's age, no such behavior from a leader of a government would be tolerated. The 1700s were a different story. The Cornwallis-led British settlers forced Nova Scotia's native people out of their homes with violence. There is documented evidence of Edward Cornwallis declaring bounties for the scalps of Mi'kmaq people to be returned for money. This information produces the question, should the founder of Halifax be celebrated at all, or should he be largely criticized for his actions against the people of Nova Scotia? According to the evidence displayed by Mr. Edward Cornwallis himself, in the present he deserves no praise from the public. No matter the year, his actions against the Mi'kmaq people of Nova Scotia were quite inexcusable. With this being said, we as a population must learn from our founders' actions and move forward in a positive manner in an attempt to right the wrongs made before our time. It is important that we make it understood to the public that this is not the standard that we choose to live by as a population. Halifax has already taken its first step in moving on from praising Cornwallis by publicly coming together to have the statue of the founder removed from the city that he himself founded. It is vital that we as a population continue to understand what happened was against all morals and rules that we live our lives by as citizens of Halifax. No matter what, we must learn and move on. The movement we are working towards is much less about us and our reputation as a city in Halifax than it is us restoring our relationship with the Mi'kmaq people that live among us. We must spend time repaying and repairing the wrongs and debts we owe to them for the actions of our ancestors. While we may not agree with what our ancestors chose to do, it is our duty to fix the problems caused in any way possible that we see fit that will help all people of our city. In the end, the goal of this presentation was to bring the attention of the public to the fact that the founder of their great city may not have been who he was thought to be. This is knowledge that all citizens of Halifax should be acknowledging and making an attempt to fix. We can learn from the past to not repeat our mistakes in the future